So if you missed my last video all about a good night routine, go back and watch that after this, because like I said in that video, a good morning routine always starts the night before. So you want to make sure you've seen both of these. So let's dive into the video. Before I start, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Regine and I love making content all about how you can raise your self-awareness to elevate your life. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, stick around and consider subscribing to the channel so that you can see more of this type of content. Okay, so morning routines. I am such a morning routine kind of girl. I live for a good morning routine. I have had one since as long as I can remember. It's changed a lot over the years, but one thing is for sure, whenever I complete my morning routine, my day just goes well. I have proven this so many times. Whenever I skip my morning routine, I'm guaranteed to have a bad day, or it just doesn't go as well as it does when I have a good morning routine. I am a big believer that your mornings sets the tone for the rest of your day, and if you end up having a good day and you continue to do that, you end up having a few good days, you end up having a good week, and if you have a few good weeks, you end up having a good month. So I really believe that a good morning routine has the potential to seriously transform your life. So I'm a big advocate of morning routines, and yeah, let's dive into some of the things that we can do to really set ourselves up for a great day and just generally elevate in life. Now, I like to have two different types of morning routines depending on what I need. Sometimes that is that I need to get going, so I need a routine that is going to energize me, something that's going to make me feel alive, feel confident. Maybe I have a big meeting or something, and so I'm really looking for things that will inspire me and set me up for that kind of day. On the other hand, sometimes I really like just a slow morning. So particularly on the weekends, like I really like to romanticize my mornings. I often start with jazz music. I will make myself a really fancy coffee or matcha, and I will maybe just read for a few hours in the morning and just really savor the moment. Sometimes I will go for a walk and catch the sunrise, just soak up the quietness of the morning before everybody else wakes up and everything starts and we get sucked into that kind of busyness and hustle and bustle of the day. So something else that you could do if you prefer to have a really slow morning is meditation. I used to do this a lot in the morning just to start my day softly and set the tone. I would often set intentions, maybe end with a prayer. That's a really nice way just to ease yourself into the day, gently wake yourself up. I would typically follow that up with some lemon water, my supplements and things like that, just to kind of get your metabolism going and aid with digestion later on before I just start eating. And whilst we're talking about food, a great way to start your day is actually with more proteins and veg as opposed to starch and sugars, just because we don't want such a glucose spike first thing in the morning. That always comes with a crash later on in the afternoon, and we want to be performing at our best, right? So we don't want to give ourselves that full spike to then just crash in the afternoon when maybe we're required to have more energy. So these are some things that you can consider when you're thinking about your morning routine. Something else that's really nice in the morning, and this is something that's part of my current morning routine, is scripting. And this one's quite nice because it lends itself well to both a slow morning routine and a morning routine where you kind of want to energize yourself, right? And so often I will script about the kind of day that I want to have. So I will walk myself through my day and describe it as being the perfect day. And it's a really good tool for setting that intention. Subconsciously, you will retain that and you are more likely to live out that intention that you have set. You can consider things that you know will be coming up in the day. Maybe you have an important meeting or something, and you can script about how your best self would handle that, and you're then more likely to behave in accordance with that. You could use affirmations. That's a really nice thing that you can do. Another great practice in the morning is gratitude. I think it's the best way to start any day. It doesn't matter if you prefer a slow morning routine, or you like to just get going, hit the ground running, just to focus on things that you're grateful for and call those things to mind first thing in the morning. It really helps to carry that feeling of gratitude throughout the day. You're much more likely to retain those kind of positive emotions and stay high vibe as we all like to be. I found it also helps me to be more solution focused, right? So even if things don't go to plan in my day, because I have this like grateful energy, I'm more looking for the good in situations, and I'm looking for how I can take more good from situations. So I think this is a great practice to incorporate into your mornings. So if slow mornings are just not your thing and you really just want to get going, some suggestions for that are just starting with a workout. That's something that I do on occasion. I will get my workout done first thing in the morning. It's great for feeling a sense of achievement, and of course you get endorphins, so you already feel like you're ahead of the day, right? You feel like you've already achieved something, and that's great for your confidence, that's great for your energy for the rest of the day and just your mindset. Something else, if you watched one of my previous videos where I was talking about some things I've incorporated recently, I talked about having cold showers. Now this is something that is incredible to do in the morning. If you can manage, it's really good for just firstly waking you up, but also again creating that feeling of achievement and making you feel that you have already accomplished something so difficult. Whilst everybody else is asleep or taking it easy, you have already done the most difficult task, and so when things come up later on in the day, you already feel prepared, you already feel like a winner, you already have that attitude towards things, and you will perform better throughout the day and get more out of your day. Okay, so I like to end my morning routine typically with a podcast, and especially if I'm going into work, I will start this whilst I'm doing my makeup or something, and I will continue listening whilst I'm driving to work. And you can choose whatever resonates with you. Again, this is good if you want a slow morning or if you want something that's going to really energize you. And so it's always nice just to have something inspiring in the morning, have something that maybe you can learn something from, and maybe you learn some tips that you can try to incorporate into your day or the rest of your week. So this is another great practice to have. If you don't like podcasts, maybe an audiobook or something, particularly if you don't have time to read in the morning, this could be a good way of consuming good content. Another important point is I never look at my phone until my morning routine is complete. I like to really take that time for myself in the morning, set myself up so that I can pour into others from a place of abundance, and so that I can show up as the best version of myself. My philosophy is that whatever is going on can wait, and even if there is an emergency, I feel like I will be better placed to deal with that emergency once I have had time to really set myself up for the day and start the day on the right foot. So this is something that I would always encourage. Just keep the phones away first thing in the morning, at least for an hour, especially social media. The last thing we need is to wake up, look at everybody else's lives, look at all these outliers on social media and start comparing ourselves to these people who only post their wins and their successes, and then start our day feeling bad about ourselves because maybe we're not doing that or we're not where we want to be. I think it's just so much better to pour into yourself and to focus on creating your own dream life, and that's things like your morning routine, rather than starting your day consuming someone else's dreams. Hopefully you got some value from this video. Hopefully there's something that you can take from it and maybe up level your own morning routine. Let me know down in the comments. I would love for this community to be really interactive. Tell me what your takeaways were from the video. Let's talk in the comments, and don't forget to like this video if you got anything of value from it. And thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.